Futurists make predictions by assessing the prevailing trends, and then they attempt to factor in unpredictable events that shift paradigms. Of all the unpredictable events, COVID-19 is the most widespread, the most sudden, and by far the most devastating to the planet since World War II. In the short term, the world economy will enter a deep recession. People will become much more comfortable working from home and using technology to interact with stakeholders. People will not trust areas where large groups gather, such as sporting occasions, lecture halls, and theatres, for a long time to come. They will be more aware of the need to protect our planet. What are the prevailing megatrends? Two that are having a devastating effect on the world in general, and particularly on the developing world, are shifts in demographics, migration and urbanization, and climate change. In South Africa, even prior to lockdown, our economy was in recession and our unemployment rate touching 50%. So we are not addressing the ever-widening gap between the wealthy and the poor. Education and skills development must play an essential role, providing employment and closing this gap. There is a third megatrend, digitalization. And this will have a profound impact on manufacturing through the rise of artificial intelligence and robotics. Paradoxically, this will provide the largest opportunity for global business, but simultaneously pose the largest threat to unskilled and semi-skilled work. With artificial intelligence, manufacturers will be able to produce products repetitively with zero defect and zero potential contamination. But with the implementation of artificial intelligence, people packing manually or doing slicing, cutting, or any repetitive unskilled or semi-skilled work will be potentially replaced by robots. At the same time, first-line supervision and quality controllers will become redundant. This means the profile of an operator into the future will require more advanced skills and responsibilities. We need to provide skills that enable the present and future workforce to adapt to this changing technology. Our workforce at all levels, but particularly on the shop floor, need a change in skills, or they will simply be replaced over time and will not be able to gain fruitful employment into the future. With 50% unemployment, we cannot allow this to take place. From our research and discussions with senior leaders in the manufacturing sector, it is our belief that manufacturing organizations in the future require operators to be skilled problem solvers and generalists. By generalists, I mean they need to be self-directed, able to operate sophisticated electronic plant and machinery, diagnose when it fails, provide elements of autonomous maintenance, and manage the quality of process, product, and plant. With the present skills level of the operator, this is impossible without identifying the fundamental and critical skills required to underpin the outcomes above. But we cannot just develop our present workforce. We also need to be aware that every year more and more people are entering the world of work, more technologically savvy, but not able to find meaningful employment. Part of this research has entailed developing an ideal profile for an FMCG process and packaging operator for the future, and identifying the fundamental and critical skills as well as attributes that are required before the skills mentioned can be learnt and applied. The fundamental skills are always primarily the 3 R's: reading and writing in English and arithmetic, but added to these are a fundamental knowledge of computers, costings and budgeting, physical science, and personal mastery. This is an overarching term that includes certain interpersonal skills like teamwork and self-discipline, as well as some fundamental work skills such as objectives formulation, planning, developing a personal SWOT analysis, and reflection. Expanding from the fundamental skills are 4 critical skills identified by UNESCO for the 21st century. This provides for metacognition, the development of the left brain, rational thinking, as well as the right brain, creative thinking. The 4 skills are called the 4 C's, namely critical thinking, creative thinking, and communication. By communication, I mean the ability to influence and persuade others, and developing fierce, honest, and assertive communication skills. And the last C is collaboration, which in manufacturing means self-directed teamwork. Optimum is developing competencies to be able to assess the fundamental and critical skills and deliver to those areas that are lacking in both the employed and the unemployed. Without these skills, further development of the technological, manufacturing excellence, and problem-solving skills that are necessary for the future will not be successful. During and post COVID-19, the world will not be the same, and the new normal will require training providers to deliver in such a way that it focuses on the acquisition of knowledge and the practice and development of skills in the most technological and cost-efficient and effective way. In a depressed economy where finances will be stretched, we are embarking on a bold plan to provide a service now and into the future that focuses on an end-to-end solution. Optimum will make use of multiple techniques and methodologies, including technology to achieve delivery excellence, provide internal and external coaching, ensure the seamless transfer of credits where applicable, recognition of prior learning where possible, fit-for-purpose, relevant and appropriate assessment prior, during and after delivery. Unequaled project management, including electronic logbooks, electronic evidence collection, and efficient, transparent and real-time learner management systems. As we strive for a totally paperless system, we will do all this to deliver fit-for-purpose occupational learning for the shop floor, but also for all levels of operations in manufacturing and the supply chain. These techniques will be described in more detail in future communications. If you are interested and want to find out more, please log on to our website at www.optimumlearn.com.